Hello, this is Stickz Animator, and today we're going to review the TurboFire wireless controller for PS3. This is just the user guide telling you everything about the controller, how to use it, how to set it up, how to use the rapid fire function, all that stuff we're going to talk about. Here is the controller, very similar to the Xbox controller, if any of you are familiar with that, though it is for the PS3. TurboFire, right down here, you press this little button, and we'll get into that, how it works, but first let's talk about the actual controller. Obviously it's much bulkier than the original PS3 controller, which is right here. You can see the difference, much bulkier, which is going to definitely change your playing style and how you grip the controller, how it feels in your hand. And to me, I personally, I thought that this controller was pretty small for my hands. If you can see, I had to like adjust it a lot during gameplay and everything. But for some reason, I didn't like this very much. It's very big, but one thing that really kind of made me not like this controller was because if you look, me naturally holding is probably like this. My fingers, you know, zoom in, trailer, you know. That's how it is for PS3. I know Xbox is down here, but for PS3 it's up here. And since the controller is this small, naturally you want to put your fingers here. Down here, it's not really that comfortable. Naturally you want to put it here. For bigger controllers, your fingers naturally want to go back here. But since the triggers are up here for PS3, it doesn't really work that well. I constantly found myself putting my fingers here and finding like, oh, I threw a Semtex or something, so wasn't that great. Overall, the buttons feel pretty good compared to like the original ones. They still feel cheap, but not as cheap, and they seem durable enough. The one bad thing is the D-pad, very clicky and compared to the original one, which is just, you know, very nice feeling, which I really liked about the PS3 controller. I love the D-pad. This one, yeah. So yeah, the size difference definitely changes the controller a lot. And if you like the Xbox controller a lot and you're very used to it, you might like this, but like I said before, that problem with your hands naturally going for these buttons, that's why it's good for Xbox. Like if this controller was for Xbox, it would be fine, because you naturally want to go for these. But for PS3, going for these isn't that great of an idea because you need to shoot with this. To connect the controller, I'm not sure about other third-party brands, but this uses like the same technology that the PS3 controller uses, which is Bluetooth. You just hook it up to your PS3 one time using the USB, and you know, just do that, and then press the PS button, and oh, it just turned on my PS3 right now. Yeah, that's turned on my PS3. Yep, and there you go. That's how it shows your number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and stuff like that. Okay, since it turned on my PS3, I guess I can show you the rapid fire thing now. What you do is press this button once, hold it down, and while you're holding it, you'll see the blue lights go on. This means that you can select which button is going to have the rapid fire mod. So I'll just do this. So now it's blinking a lot. This means you're on the fastest mode. So when I hold this down, I'll be shooting very fast. I can't show you, but you'll be shooting very fast if I hold this down. So it's not like pressing this and you'll shoot. It's actually just choosing the button that you want and holding that down to shoot. Press it again and you're on the medium speed or the slow speed, and you know, same function. And third is they call this a slow speed, but I consider it mainly like a burst fire. I've seen it with some weapons. It works alright with the burst fire. It's not that great, but it works for like the Barrett and things if you're playing Call of Duty. Press it again and it turns off, and then you can always go back to it, hold it, and choose another button like this or something, and just go and turn it off. Yeah, oh, this does not use a rechargeable battery. It uses a battery pack down here, similar to the Xbox. Well, I know the Xbox. No, I don't. I don't have an Xbox, so But yeah, you just put AA batteries right in here, and then just slip them in. And there you go. Analog sticks feel very good. Surprisingly, they're very nice. But one thing I have to mention, check out how, I mean, it's not that big of a difference, like the space in between, and that's not what really bothers me. It's that since this is much bulkier, they're very high up compared to the PS3, the original PS3 one. So instead of playing like down here, I have to move my fingers up, which, you know, it's fine if you get used to it, but for when you're first getting into it, it doesn't feel that great, and it probably takes a little bit to get used to. And it kind of makes you feel like you're playing on a higher sensitivity when you play like this. I don't know why. That's just what I got out of it. Yeah, everything works fine. One thing I have to mention, I didn't try out, but according to the package, it says it has 6-axis, which, if you don't know, it's you can turn your controller, and some games utilize that as like a main controller secondary thing. Like I know Grand Theft Auto 4, you can choose to move your car like this. And it also does have vibration in it, which is really good. I think there's a vibration on each side of these little like things down here. So that's good if you like vibration. So overall, I mean, if you can get used to this and you like it bulky, you like the fact that you have to put your fingers over here and so all that stuff. If you like that, then this controller is great for you. It's $40 at GameStop, a very good price. This is like 50 or 60, I think. So I basically went and got this because it was cheaper, not for the turbo mod, no, though that is a nice feature. But overall, I wasn't very satisfied, and I think I'll just have to deal with the smallness of the original PS3 controller. Thank you for watching, and if you want further reviews, tell me in the comments, rate, subscribe. Thank you, everyone.